Published in 1979, Suttree by Cormac McCarthy stands as a prominent work of Southern Gothic fiction, embodying the author's distinct mastery of imagery, existential exploration, and societal critique. Regarded as a modern American literary classic, McCarthy has authored a total of 12 novels, among which are notable bestsellers like Blood Meridian, 1985, All the Pretty Horses, 1992, and the Pulitzer Prize-winning masterpiece, The Road, 2006. Both The Road and No Country for Old Men, 2005, received acclaimed film adaptations. McCarthy, originally from Rhode Island, spent his formative years in Tennessee, and it is believed that his experiences in Knoxville, as well as his Catholic upbringing, served as a wellspring of inspiration for Suttree, often considered a semi-autobiographical work. The novel opens with a grim depiction of the impoverished neighborhoods of Knoxville, Tennessee, in the year 1951. Its protagonist, Suttree, has recently been released from prison, disavowed his family, and now resides in a dilapidated houseboat, subsisting on meager earnings from fishing in polluted waters. Despite his uncle's attempt to reconnect, Suttree remains disinterested in re-establishing familial ties. With a sense of hopelessness, Suttree chooses to embrace the present moment, deliberately avoiding his past and evading contemplation of the future. The narrative delves into Suttree's time in prison, where he encounters a young man named Harrogate, incarcerated for engaging in illicit acts with a farmer's watermelon patch. Despite Harrogate's attachment to Suttree, his presence vexes the other inmates and causes trouble for those who defend him. Suttree becomes distressed when his mother visits him in prison, unable to face her. Soon after, he is released from confinement, while Harrogate, after an attempted escape, is recaptured. The story then returns to 1951, as Suttree, now free, reunites with his childhood friend J-Bone, who shares his destitution. Their group of acquaintances crosses paths with Callahan, a powerful former inmate whom Suttree encountered during his time behind bars. On the day of their fateful reunion, Suttree indulges in excessive drinking, leading to his expulsion from the city, where he is unceremoniously dumped on a desolate street. Meanwhile, Harrogate, recently released from prison, scours the impoverished corners of Knoxville in search of Suttree. Eventually, Harrogate locates Suttree, who assists him in finding a place to live. Harrogate creates a makeshift abode and resorts to various means, including killing bats, to secure some money. In the midst of these events, Suttree receives devastating news of his son's passing. He embarks on a journey to his wife's hometown but is met with an enraged and resentful family. Suttree attends his son's burial, plagued by profound anguish over this irreparable loss. Subsequently, the sheriff apprehends him and offers $5 for a bus ticket back to Knoxville under the condition that Suttree never returns. Back in Knoxville, Suttree spends his days attempting to fish and checking up on his friends, including Harrogate and the aged ragpicker. On occasion, fueled by excessive intoxication, he and his comrades engage in barroom brawls. In moments of drunken despair, Suttree finds solace in churchyards, reflecting on his Catholic upbringing and personal transgressions. Harrogate formulates a perilous plan to explore the subterranean tunnels beneath Knoxville, seeking access to bank vaults. Despite Suttree's warnings, Harrogate becomes fixated on his scheme. Tragically, during an attempt to detonate a tunnel wall, Harrogate becomes trapped in sewage, causing a massive explosion that reverberates through Knoxville like an earthquake. Seeking respite, Suttree retreats to the serenity of the mountains. Though he encounters moments of breathtaking beauty in the forest, he eventually becomes disoriented, spending prolonged periods without sustenance or shelter. Eventually, he stumbles upon a new family residing along the river in Knoxville. The father, Reese, claims that the family earns a lucrative income by fishing for mussels, selling the shells and pearls at a significant profit. Welcoming Suttree with warmth, the family beckons him to follow them upstream for a few hours. Suttree finds solace in living with the Riverside family, sharing their camp and engaging in fishing together. A deep connection forms between Suttree and Wanda, the eldest daughter of Reese. Their relationship blossoms into an intimate one. Suttree finally experiences happiness, only to have it cruelly shattered when a devastating mudslide claims Wanda's life and obliterates their camp. Defeated once again by the harsh twists of fate, Suttree returns to Knoxville. In Knoxville, Suttree falls deeply in love with a woman named Joyce, who earns a substantial income through sex work. Their passionate relationship transforms Suttree's lifestyle, leading to a new apartment, stylish attire, and even a car. However, after a few months, Joyce experiences severe mental health crises, and Suttree decides to leave her. Harrogate devises a new scheme involving the theft of coins from payphones, but his actions attract police attention, resulting in his arrest and subsequent imprisonment with a 3 to 5 year sentence. Suttree's friends Leonard and J-Bone have already departed Knoxville in pursuit of job opportunities elsewhere. The passing of the old man under the bridge and the ragpicker, former companions of Suttree, leaves a sense of loss. Tragically, Suttree's friend of Jones meets his demise at the hands of the police, and the murders of his acquaintances Callahan and Hoghead further deepen the atmosphere of despair. Suttree's health takes a dire turn when he falls ill with typhoid fever. Days pass as he endures violent bouts of vomiting blood until J-Bone locates him and transports him to the hospital. Within the hospital's confines, Suttree experiences delusions and teeters on the edge of death. Miraculously, he gradually recovers and ventures back into the city. However, many of his companions and friends have vanished, leaving behind a decaying corpse in his houseboat. Bidding farewell to Knoxville, Suttree sets out on a journey toward an uncertain future, hitchhiking to embrace new possibilities. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.